Good morning, my lovers. Today you get me in my dressing gown because I've just gotten up and I was lying in bed thinking about what I was thinking about and thought, you know what, I'm going to share that because I think it's something that's been going on since that waiting room feeling. Being in the waiting room, go back to my old videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. But in the in-between, in the void, in the not knowing where you're going or what you're doing. Since I realised that I'm the one in control of where I go and what I do, don't have to wait for permission or wait for the things to even arrive. You just walk your life. You go intuitively where you feel you need to go on that day. And that's kind of how it's been. And there's a very strange feeling that I was trying to articulate to myself. Last night I had a sad night, I'm going to be honest. I was sad. I found some videos of the friend that I've just recently lost. And in the videos I'm cuddling her. And yeah, it made me really sad. However, despite that, there's this weird feeling, console myself, there's this weird feeling that I'm being comforted, and I know it's all okay. I know life's all okay. And I just sort of feel like I'm going through life like a hot knife through butter. It's the way I want to describe it is like my higher self is up in heaven, I'm wobbling, and she's got like the remote control of the physical aspects of me, and so I'm just being led to go wherever. Also my reactions to things are very different. Like I'm very unreactive. I'm sort of seeing things, or things that would have normally made me like I'm kind of like, yeah, well, they probably have an issue, or that's okay. I don't need to react, or I don't need to, there's certain things that would have griped me like in the house or something. It's like, yeah, it's fine, and you could just say that's a day, but there is this feeling of almost like being disconnected to the point where I'm in this world. My physical body is in this world, but I'm not really here. Like I'm in heaven, and yet my body's here. So I'm reacting and living from a higher place. And that's not to say I don't have tears. You just saw them. I'm not a robot. But there's this different feeling, like I'm walking from a different place, a different perspective. That's the word. I'm living a life not from inside out, but as if like I'm in heaven and my body is operating from a very different place. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, you can think that that's all heebie-jeebie and that means that you don't have human interactions or human emotions. Clearly we do. But it almost feels buffered. Like, and as I say that, this morning I got up and made my coffee, and my daughter, who's come home and now gone to Bournemouth to visit some of her friends, she'd sent me a scripture, and I hadn't seen it, and I opened it up. I was about to send her a really nice message like, love you, and there was this message that she'd sent me that I hadn't seen, and she said, blessed are those who mourn, because they will be comforted. And I was just literally moments before saying, I feel comforted. I feel as if I have a blanket of, a feather blanket wrapped around me, like heaven is comforting me. I know I'm still grieving. I know things are still sad, but there's like this warm coat of knowing it's all right. And I guess I just want to say to those that perhaps don't feel comforted, please do. That's easy to say. Please know there's another way. There is love. There is divine love. There is heavenly love. There are angels. There is comfort accessible. Oh, I'm being told something. Also, I forgot. This is completely off track, but this is for someone. Was such a strong word this morning. So listen, and if this pricks you, then it's for you. It's about feeling at home. It's completely off topic, but they just told me to say it. Some of you feel like you're looking for home, and you're looking for it in a physical place, like a location or somewhere static. And I saw that, like, this family and this feeling of you're looking outside in, out family, the dynamic of what you would call a typical family or a typical home, a house, a location, a community. But Spirit was telling me there's someone, or maybe more than one person, home is in here. You can go wherever you want and be at home. And Spirit wants you to access that feeling of being at home within yourself, so you can go everywhere Spirit wants to send you, because you have a specific gift of your presence that needs to be offered to many, many people, many locations, and many places. And so that home that you're desperately looking for has to be within you. Connection to source, and knowing that wherever you go, wherever your feet walk, you are home. And it's not where you are is not a place to stay. It is a place to be. There was a moment, there was a time for it, but you need to keep moving, and you need to keep your location always moving. Travel. That was really strong this morning. I don't know who that's for, but if that resonates, take it. And I think that's partly also what I'm feeling. Like, I've been traveling quite a lot, not massive traveling, but we've been abroad. We've been all around the UK. Like, I feel like my feet haven't touched the ground, but wherever I've been, there have been moments where I'm woken up like, where am I? Like, we've been in hotel rooms or staying with friends or in a different country, and there was moments where I laughed, like, woke up, I just didn't know what room I'm staying in. But I had this feeling of, I'm home in myself, so it doesn't matter where I go. And it wasn't actually associated with me, but that was a strong word for someone really loud this morning. So listen. Anyway, love you, boo-boos. Just wanted to share that, get it off my chest. I'm going to have my coffee.